Is,
Yeah.
you're on tape now.
Yes.
Tell us about the family history from your side.
Oh, grief, it's such a long story you wouldn't have enough film.
I've got 35 minutes here.
Oh, well,
I mean, it's my family history too, remember?
yeah. Well,
Start with Nanita and work backwards.
well, she was born on the 24th, on the 3rd of December, as you know.
I thought so.
22 minutes past 4 on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Then she grew up to be a mother
Hmm.
and had 3 delightful kids.
Thank you.
And then those kids have all had kids.
Oh, don't worry about that way.
And I'm such a young woman, I shouldn't be a great-grandmother.
No, you shouldn't be, I know, I agree.
And my mother was born of German mother and a Polish father.
Hmm.
And my German grandmother, her grandparents...
You've skipped one. What about my grandfather?
Well, I don't know much about your grandfather.
Rex.
Yes? Your mother'd know more about Rex than I do.
Does it? Oh, I thought you might know a bit about him, but
No,
she wouldn't
I don't
know.
know very much about him at all.
Alright.
All I know is that I married your grandfather.
Oh, well, he must know something about him.
And then we got a divorce.
Yes.
And then I married John
Yes.
on the 24th of December.
Yep.
And if you want to know my birthday, it's the 15th of January.
Now we've got it on tape.
And on my father's side, I don't know very much about his parents either. Because they're very secretive, so I have a theory that they may have come out in chains. Took a prisoner or something like that.
Alright.
And my great-grandparents came out on a German ship to Adelaide. Then they went and lived in the Barossa Valley.
Alright.
And he had a vineyard and he used to sell his grapes to Penfolds.
Remember his name?
His name,
Yep.
W-U-T-T-K-E, pronounced in German or Polish, Witka. Pronounced in English, Watke, W-U-T-T-K-E.
Well, this is new stuff to me.
And my grandmother's maiden name was Krause, K-R-A-U-S-E.
So I've got German in me.
Pardon?
I've got a German background through you.
Yeah. Yes, German-English background through me. English on my father's side and German-Polish on my mother's side.
Hmm. Good.
And my father's mother had a lolly shop, which my father used to also run the shop with her. And they made a small little fortune. But dear old Dad was such a gambler, he spent it faster than he could make it.
Oh,
and a
no.
boozer.
Oh no. And his name?
His name was Kieran, K-E-R-I-N.
Karen. Oh, surname.
That's his surname. His first name was Stanley.
Stanley Karen.
And my mother's name was Elma. W-U-T-T-K-E once again.
Uh-huh. I've never heard this stuff before. This is good.
And let's think what else I can tell you. I've got a lovely book that I'm going to leave to you kids about the 50th First World War. You know, you saw his medals the other day.
Yeah.
No, you didn't see his medals the other day.
No, I didn't. No.
Never mind, I've got his miniatures here anyway. And my dad won the MN, the military medal, for bravery, and that was given him by King George V at Buckingham Palace.
Kidding.
You know,
That was your dad?
that was my dear dad.
My great-grandfather.
Your great-grandfather. He stood 5'3". Mum was 5'1".
He used to shoot the ankles out of people.
He was a machine gunner, darling.
That's what I mean, he used to shoot ankles out of people.
No, they're in trenches, sweetheart, at a place called Ypres in France. But you'll read all that history in the book anyway when I give it to you.
This isn't the book though, is it?
It's in a book, yes.
Remember the book we were talking about the other night you were going to write?
Oh, no, the book I'm going to write, I can't tell you about it yet.
A long, long time ago, they lived happily ever after.
No, I've got the whole story. It's a story of two lesbians. It's a
Fair
nice
enough.
story because nobody's ever written a story like this. There have been lots of stories written, but never one like this. But I'm not going to tell you the beginning or the ending of it after that. That's just it.
Our generations to come will see this tape and they won't believe that their great-great-great-great-grandmother was writing a book about lesbians.
Yes, they will, because kids of tomorrow will be far more advanced than we are, darling. Believe you me.
Well, I'm starting a chronicle of videotape, I've decided. I'm taping absolutely everything, so
Yes.
I thought this was a good time to bring this around. I've done a bit
I
of...
wish you'd told me in advance. I could have written a script.
No, it's better...
And I would have done it with actions.
No, it's better off the cuff, I reckon.
Oh, well, if you
Well, tell us about you.
Me? What's
Yeah.
much to tell?
Well, tell us about you.
Well, I was born in 1924.
Mm.
I had diphtheria when I was 3.
Mm.
Now, that's not very interesting, is it? I met your father, your grandfather, in, first of all, in 1940.
Mm.
1940 I met him.
Yeah, I'm just agreeing. I'm just... Yes.
That makes me 16 when I first met him.
Yes.
And my cousin and I used to go every Saturday into the city, Melbourne, and go to a matinee. And we used to have a cup of coffee in a place called Tate's Coffee Lounge. And one day I'm in there and this gentleman came over and asked if he could buy Fay and I a cup of coffee. And that man turned out to be your grandfather, Rex McGill. That's how I met him. Just as well he's not out, other folks not here. Because I can't talk about these things in front of him. Talking about jealousy, yeah.
Oh, well, a few years have gone past now though, haven't they?
Yes.
Is he still jealous, John?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. I'll keep on going. What else do you want to tell me?
At the moment, I can't think of anything at the moment. But these things have got to be put down sooner or later. And I went to school in South Australia. I went to school, first of all, at a place called Yarra Park, which has now become a huge block of flats. And then I went over to South Australia, went to school in a little country town little school.
Mm. And being 16, you would have just met Rex then.
Yeah, I was home
After that.
just home from school. Then I didn't meet your father again until the next year, of course, because that was about October, November of 1940.
What we'll need when you oh, right.
Turn it off a while. Turn it off.
No, you're not getting me with me off, are you? So where were we again? The next piece of poetry, was it?
Next piece of
Well,
poetry.
tell them all about the little sparrow. This is what we teach our grandkids.
I can't remember all the...
No, don't you remember the little sparrow lived up a water spout?
Yeah, I remember the last part.
There was a little sparrow lived up a water spout. No, I can't remember it.
Oh, you haven't been out yet. You want to wash your hands, Chris?
Nah, they're right. Yeah, all right.
And he was in the water spout. Along came a sparrow hawk and picked the bugger
Wash
out.
that sparrow out.
Then came the sunshine. No. Dried up all the rain, and the cheerful little fellow climbed up the spout again. Then came the sparrow hawk and spied him in his snuggery and swooped upon that little bird and chewed him all up.
Oh dear. Grandparents, eh?
And I used to teach that to him when he was about 3 years of age. Then he'd get out his rocking guitar and start screaming about the policeman and all the blood running down his as he composed his music.
You're a rotten kid, weren't you?
No, he's a dear little fellow.
The Milky Bar Kid.